Good day to you and welcome to My View with Indeed. The DA wants you to forget that apartheid happened. He wants you to forget that it had an impact in this country. The DA wants you to deny that apartheid caused you as a black person to be disadvantaged in this country. The DA wants you to know that it is more concerned with protecting white people and their wealth than it is concerned with you and enabling you to build a country in which you as a black person can have your own wealth. The DA wants you to forget apartheid ever happened and trust them in its place. The party went to its federal congress this past weekend and elected John Steenhuisen as their leader, and really the message they sent was that we want you to vote for us so that you prevent the ANC from winning another election. More especially, we want you to be so afraid of an EFF ANC coalition that you vote for us. Because we are going to have white people who are competent and who care about black people. That's what they want you to believe. That white domination, when it happens again, is not going to infringe even more on your rights and is not going to disadvantage you more as a black person. They want you to believe that. Nevertheless, I believe Mpo Phalaste should have lost that election. She is a black woman, check. She is skilled and competent. The woman was a doctor, so check. She ran the largest city in the country. Check, check, check. Nonetheless, the candidacy was weak. For someone to win an election, that person has to have strong leadership skills. That person has to have an effective communication skill. That person has to have some political experience and expertise. Mpo Phalaste had little, none of those things. Mpo Phalaste as a candidate failed to prove that she had any of those skills in an outstanding manner. A great candidate should have good vision, an inspiring vision, and be able to galvanize people that he or she can achieve that vision and to galvanize people toward that vision. Mpo Phalaste did not do enough to communicate her vision for a different DA to you, the voter, to the delegates in Pretoria. And so all she said was that the DA needs a new face so that it can convince you that what you're looking at, it's not the DA you know. She didn't show us that the DA is different or that she could build a different DA from the one you know today. All she said was that, the DA needs a new face so that it can convince you that what you're looking at, it's not what you're looking at. You're not looking at a white-dominated party. You're not looking at a party that respects white people more than it respects black people. That's not what you're looking at. She wants you to play peekaboo. peekaboo with the DA. So close your eyes so that you don't see. She advertised her blackness and distinguished herself from John Steenhuisen as a black person. But it wasn't enough, because she didn't explain in her campaign or do enough communication to articulate that her being black makes her understand what it's like to live in black skin, what it's like to live as a disadvantaged person, what it's like to live and be looked at as less than, that you're not worth it as a human being. She didn't do enough. She failed at communicating her vision for a different DA, a different South Africa than the one we know today. A great political candidate is able to communicate and articulate their ideas, their positions, their beliefs, the policies that they support in different forms of communication, whether that's public speaking, giving interviews, or written form. While Mpo Phalaste is an articulate person who is able to explain herself, she did not do enough to persuade you that she had a vision for this country. Her vision was unclear. You were not compelled to vote for her based on the vision she put out in her manifesto. The interviews she gave did not reveal, a person whom, if she was at the White Union buildings, you would be able to sleep like a baby at night because she was running the country. Her speeches, I saw her speech at the Federal Congress. It did not elicit any emotional response that built trust in the people who listened to her at the Congress, and in me as a potential voter for the Democratic Alliance, or any other party, by the way. While it is not necessary to have political experience and expertise prior to going into office as a politician, it is very valuable as an asset in your arsenal as a political candidate, in your ability to build relationships and to have less friction when you go into office. That friction enables you to do more quicker for the people who voted for you. The DA is capable of finding an ethical and competent leader to lead them. They're capable of doing this. They are simply unwilling. And so, as a result of that, the DA, in my view, wants you to forget apartheid happened. They're denying its reality as a past event and as a present event.